Alright guys, we're going to do a ballistics test here for you today. Now this one's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be shooting through a hogshead into jugs of water through 4 layers of denim. So this will give us a really good real-world example of bone and tissue impacts. So what we're going to be testing first is my favorite load, which is the 124 grain Speer Gold Dot Plus P round. Now I've actually not tested this through denim, and so I wanted to do this test of this one today. The test gun is going to be the Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm. So let's go ahead and take some shots, and we'll see how she performs. Okay, we're out here on a very wet day. This is the setup. We're going to be shooting through the chronograph here, the F1 Chrony, and then we are going to go through the hogshead into jugs of water, and we are going to be putting 4 layers of denim over top of it. Now, this is going to simulate worst case scenario in bone and tissue impacts, and so this should give us a real good test as to a good real world test as to how these bullets are going to perform. So let's go ahead and take some shots, and we'll show you what they'll do. Okay, this is 124 grain Speer Gold Dot Plus P. Okay, so we did 4 layers of denim, and then there's the entrance wound. Go ahead and flip it over if you would. Okay, and then what? As you can see, the exit. Actually, let's see if we can get all the way through. Okay, just yeah, hold it up there. Oh yeah. Hold it so we can see the. And there is the exit. Let me put some light in on it so you can see it a little bit better. It's getting washed out. There is the exit down right there on the palate. The roof of the mouth. It's really hard to see. I don't think you guys are getting the full scope of this, but I mean it is all the way through it, and it created about an inch hole all the way through the skull there. So that's pretty impressive. Now what it did is it went through this first jug here into the first jug, kind of exploded that jug. Look at that, and then it entered the second jug there, and then what it did is it tried to exit the second jug, punctured the second jug, or the third jug, but ended up staying in the second jug. So let's go ahead and open this up. Go ahead and pour it out for me if you would. Pour it right onto this. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is just dilapidated. Wow. That is the Speer Gold Dot 124 grain plus P. Look at it impact that bone, it just ripped it to pieces. Now, the skull or the frontal bone of that hog is going to act like a solid barrier. So what we're seeing is we're not only seeing the expandability, but the barrier penetration of this round. That's going to pretty well jack you up. Wow, brutal. Alright guys, there it is, 0.731 at its widest point. Now, for those of you that have followed my channel for any given time at all, will know that the Speer Gold Dot is my absolute favorite round for concealed carry, for self-defense, for home defense, you name it. This definitely, you know, there's a big chunk of skull right there, guys, in the middle of that cavity. If that doesn't show you that this thing means business, I don't know what does. You know, it's pretty dilapidated, but it shows you a good example of how it can penetrate a barrier. And that frontal bone of that hog is definitely a barrier to be, you know, to be respected. It's got to be pretty close to, you know, your standard human sternum, and probably a little bit harder than the sternum, mainly because of its construction. But you know, this is definitely something that you could utilize for self-defense as well. You know, that is going to totally mess you up. If that gets inside, you know, we had the skull, the penetration of 4 inches in the skull, and then we had 2 full jugs of penetration. And as you could see there in the video, it split that first jug pretty well. So there was quite a bit more energy kicking along after it exited that skull to do some damage to that jug. So guys, you know, that's another test for the 124 grain Speer Gold Dot Plus P. My absolute favorite favorite concealed carry round, and something you guys should definitely take a look at. People say, well, I can't afford those rounds. Well, I'll tell you what, get 2 boxes. That's $50. Get 2 boxes of it, shoot one of the boxes, make sure it functions well through your gun, and then carry the other one. And then every year, buy another box and rotate it out. I mean, it's not prohibitively expensive. You're not going to store 1,000 rounds of this stuff necessarily, but you can definitely afford a box or 2 for concealed carry. Alright guys, so if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this in the future. As well, don't forget to rate, favorite, and share the video with your friends. It helps the video out, helps the channel grow. And as always guys, I really appreciate you guys watching, and we will catch you in the next video. See ya.